What's going on, guys? Larry here, back with some more Cinders. Picking up where we left off, we had just finished our trip to town and we are heading back home. Let's get started. The journey back to my house was much too short. I'm not looking forward to facing Carmoso or my sisters again. At least I got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish it had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back, and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. But hey, we had a nice day out. Cinders! Do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Just talk back to her. No. I don't feel like getting slapped or skinned alive. That would be very unpleasant. I'll apologize. I apologize. There was a lot of commotion in town, and I sort of got caught up in... Enough with your excuses. They make you look so pathetic. Excuse you? If you chose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand by your decision instead of simpering like that. The child you once were is gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. Otherwise, you are nothing more than a lazy and useless little girl. Hey, I got drunk with Captain of the Guard, okay? At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave to you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that's what I paid him. And I kind of spent the rest on beer. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolishness to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business, no. Anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend. He wouldn't. Enough! I am not interested in your excuses, while apparently not interested in much of anything. What a disaster! You are more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. Well, we already had a nice dinner, so it doesn't matter. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that, would you? But Silence! Get out of my sight! Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room, and you will stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? Yes. Alrighty. So she's not too thrilled with us right now. Okay, new people. Meanwhile, at the Fortress of Solitude, my lord, I'm trying to do the voice right. My lord, I've been told you want to see me. I have been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. That'll be his new voice. I also heard that you handled this situation rather admirably. For that, I commend you. Thank you, my lord. But the truth is that I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight. Such a troublesome burden of those in position of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. Honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend. If the king spoke so, I am honored by such confidence. Truly, what do you think of my father? How was it to serve under him? The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That is what I have heard from everyone who knew him. Already, I fade in comparison. Oh, you got some daddy issues going on there. My prince. Are you feeling inadequate? I have not yet been crowned, as father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. Yeah, right. No doubt. He wished that I find someone capable of ruling by my side. Oh, what was that? Anyway. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on. A queen who can support my agenda, no matter how hard it's going to be. I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics. Nonsense! My father trusted you in more matters than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please advise me, not as the captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussing such delicate matters. The walls have ears, and I would not wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a safer place for a discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there is no one to succeed the throne. Is that so? I cannot imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side. If that is your wish, my lord. That is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend. My prince. Good old Perrault, brave captain of the royal guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the renegade war. Wow, he's got quite the rap sheet. Reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls. Not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. How is being a police officer obsolete? These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. be our Prince Charming right there. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become the king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. My, we got an ambitious prince here. Later that night. Finally! I have some time to myself after doing Carmosa's bidding all day. At least he had some beer. Still, it could have been worse. Carmosa was furious that I got nothing but cold scraps for dinner. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always loved going into town. Everybody does. I can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. Yeah, that happens after walking around town all day. I should go to bed. Carmosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Knocking sound. Is that someone knocking at the door? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence! I pay for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum. Right. Pardon, madam. I swear I'll be silent as the tombs are. Right away, mum's the word. Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you? Oi! You wound me pride, madam. I'm more trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional. It's Irish. Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. Giggles. No one can escape Carmosa's biting tongue. Now prove there is some value to your words and go before someone sees you. Lips. I think he's gone. What was that all about? What on earth is Carmosa trying to hide? Maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. Maybe you should. He can't have gone far. If I leave now, I'm sure I can catch up with him. No. It's crazy. I can't do that. Oh, why not? You're curious. We'll follow him. We'll be impulsive. We'll follow him. I must be crazy, but this might be my only chance. How long have I waited here, wishing for a change? Finally, an opportunity has presented itself. You've been waiting, why haven't you been doing something? Honestly, the best way to bring about change is to actually do something to bring that change about. I guess that's what we're doing right now. Carry on. Carmosa clearly has a secret. If I could figure it out, I might have an advantage over her. There you go. No one is outside the window. Now is as good a time as ever. Here goes nothing. Well, now what? tried to keep my distance while following that man, and now I've lost his trail completely. Oh no. If he's somewhere up ahead, I'll really have to hurry to catch up with him. But if I accidentally pass him, then I'll run the risk of running into him when I return home. Ow! Curse these demonic excuses for plants. What you scratch at a filler? You're more like wildcats and shrubs. Never mind, he's not Irish, he's Southern, he's Louisiana. That must be him. He's close. I'd better hide. Ah! Blasted rocks! What are they doing in my path? You'd think they'd clear out this place, accounting that a fellow can't see a thing in the dark. It's not proper, I tell ya. God, no wonder. Shady character, he fits a bill to a T. Well, I'm sure this be the place where I'm scheduled to meet that smart-ass merchant. Smart-ass or not, shouldn't you be more careful when talking about the man who pays you? Oh, he came out of nowhere. Oi, boss! I was just talking a little to myself, no harm meant, you know. Truly, I suppose I can't let this one go. If you've brought the package as discreetly as Lady Carmoso requested. Of course. No ifs about it, boss. It wounds me honor that you doubt my competence for even a moment. No, I never doubt you. Now hand it over. Before I do, boss, I have a little something I need to ask you. And what would that be? You know, I'm an honest man, but my curiosity just took hold of me so hard, I had to have a look inside this here package. And lo and behold, my eye spies a mighty fine necklace set with rubies and made of gold. It's worth thousands of sovereigns at least, yeah? I specifically instructed you not to look inside. But this here necklace, yes, it's probably worth quite a lot of money. I don't get it, boss. Why is a noble lady paying us to take this off her hands? Seems all wrong ways round to me. I'm sure she has her reasons, and you're not being paid to poke around and ask needless questions. Yeah, you sound a little bit like Hermosa. In fact, you don't keep your mouth shut. In fact, if you don't keep your mouth shut, you won't be paid at all. Whoa, boss! No need to get so angry. My mouth is as secure as the royal treasury it is. I doubt the contents are quite as valuable. Still, you've completed your task. So here's your pay. 15 sovereigns. Try not to drink it all at once. Me? Never. You wound me with your accusations, boss. I'm sure. Well, we should return to town before someone stumbles upon us. I've already stumbled upon you, haha. What on earth is Tobias up to? Never mind that. If I don't do something, they'll leave before I can do anything. Now might be my only chance to confront him, but I probably shouldn't act too impulsively. We'll go back home. I think I've seen enough. I'd better get back before they catch me, or someone finds me missing. I'll talk to Tobias about this later, after I've had some time to think about it. It's best to speak with him alone, anyway. In the morning. Scene transition. Boy, what a night. Maybe boss was right when he said not to drink away my pay in one go. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have. Still, can't say it wasn't worth it for how great last night was. Wait, what exactly happened last night? How did I even wind up here? Oh, somebody was partying hard. Alright. I think that's per out. The deer went this way, my lord. Oh, someone's coming. Better lay low for a minute. Why? Hurry, before it gets away. Forget the deer, Captain. There are more important matters at hand. If this is about what you asked yesterday, my lord, I know little politics or the affairs of the court. That's exactly why I need you. You're straightforward and honest. I can't see things, and you see things I can't. Behind all those smiles, everyone in the court lies to me. No, you're the only man I can trust. I will serve you to the best of my ability. What is it that you wish to discuss? Peralt's turning into a fucking badass. It's about my father's last wish. I must have a wife before I ascend the throne. How am I to choose one? There is a ball in a few days. Isn't that your chance to find an eligible young lady? In theory, but that's the problem. How will I be able to tell? The monarchy is weak without a king, and the nobles around me are plotting to advance themselves. They groom their daughters like prize spaniels in the hopes that I'll be taken in by a pretty face. I need a wife who is strong and smart, someone who can rule the kingdom wisely, not feed me her father's poisonous words. But I doubt that I'll ever find such a woman. Don't give up on every maid in the kingdom, my lord. Even yesterday, I met a young woman who had a quick wit and a fire in her eyes. She did not seem like a woman of nobility, though. A shame, that is, for I would gladly have gone to see any woman that you hold in such regard. And yet, you must choose a wife from among the nobility, regardless. Oh well. It is, after all, tradition. As if tradition mattered to that brood of vipers. They plot to control the throne before it is even in my grasp. If I'm married to please a powerful house, I risk having a fool for a wife. But what other choice do I have? If we respected the traditions to the fullest, you'd be able to choose any woman at the ball, even someone you didn't know. How convenient that this rule is often forgotten. Someone I didn't know? Captain, you're brilliant! It's perfect! I'm not sure I follow your thinking, my lord. A masquerade ball. I'll be able to choose from the woman without discriminating over looks or political ties. They've been pushing me to follow tradition for so long they can't complain if I remember the old rules. Captain, you truly are a remarkable man. I see now why Father trusted you so much. Of course, my lord. Well, it's always an honor to be of service. You look so freaking lost. Thank you so much, my friend. You are a rare breed indeed, still faithful to your ideals. Ideals or not, our prey has long since escaped us, and if we linger any longer, people might grow suspicious. You're right, my friend. Let us return to the castle with all haste. Now that I have a solution in mind, I can return with a light heart. Well, that's a bit of juicy gossip you don't hear every day. Masquerade ball, huh? I know a certain lady who would pay handsomely for this information. That she would. The day may have started lousy after all of last night's drinking, but it's turned out to be quite a good one after all. All thanks to a few extra rounds at the pub. Can't go wrong with that. No, you cannot. Alcohol is the stuff of genius. What time is it? The sun is already so high in the sky. I must have slept in. Considering how long I spent outside last night, that's hardly a surprise. I'm still not sure what to think about what happened. I want to trust Tobias, but... well, at least it's something different from the usual. It's strange how my life has been so boring all this time. And suddenly all these things are happening to me. But even stranger than that, I wonder why no one has come to wake me up yet. It must be at least noon, if not later. Surely Carmosa hasn't decided to be gracious and grant me a holiday. I want none of your pitiful excuses. Oh no. Carmosa's definitely not in a gracious mood. Never mind. I should get going and see what's going on before she catches me like this. Everyone is here. You're an even bigger disappointment than usual. Looks like Carmosa's mad at Gloria today. I wonder why. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Sophia. Cinders. Not so loud. I don't want to get in trouble or miss any of this. But what's going on? Business as usual. Mother's in a bad mood and Gloria was the nearest thing she could yell at. I am not interested in your excuses. It's your duty to make sure there's enough wood for the fireplace. But if the servant is allegedly ill, then find someone else. Do it yourself if you have to. I'm sorry, Mother. I understand. If you truly understood, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. But I am wasting my breath. I can only hope that you've learned your lesson. This won't happen again. It seems I can't trust you girls with even the smallest tasks. I wish that one of you would finally take the charge of things. Yes, Mother. Well, don't just say yes. Prove your worth by taking action. Make sure dinner is ready in 2 hours. I expect the wood to be chopped by then as well. Don't worry, Mother. I will. Cinders! Sophia! Why were you two wasting your time eavesdropping instead of being useful? Tee-hee-hee. It's not a waste to watch the mighty, all-knowing Gloria get scolded by Mom. Silence! Oh, what's this? You usually have such a sharp reply, but now you can't think of anything to say. Whatever happened to the perfect, glorious, outspoken Gloria? One scolding from Mom is all that it takes to shut you up. I don't have time to deal with your childish jealousy right now, but watch your tongue. It will certainly get you into trouble someday. Anyway, you two heard Mother. Dinner must be ready in 2 hours, so get started. What? Why do we have to get dinner ready? Because I'll be busy taking care of Mother's other needs, like getting the wood chopped. If you'd rather not, I can always tell Mother you refuse to obey her orders. Fine, I'll do it. Just pray that your food isn't poisoned. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. As if you'd have the guts to do such a thing, little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to, like chopping wood. Well, it looks like I'm stuck working with you, Cinders. And I look so sad there. Why am I so sad? You sure told her. We'll just go with that. Why were you so cruel to Gloria? Why? Don't you hate her too? Well, maybe. But you're her sister. Aren't you supposed to support each other? No. If only Gloria believed that. No, there's certainly no support here, and it's mostly her fault. She always acts so smug and self-righteous, but there's no trace of her own will or personality in there. She's just trying to copy Mom, even though it's impossible. And of course, she takes out all her frustration on me. She probably thinks Mom will recognize her more if she keeps degrading me. I have no reason to be kind to her. I understand. Don't you wish that would change? Living under Kermosa is hard enough already. Wouldn't it be better to band together instead of fight each other? Maybe. But what does it matter? Why am I even discussing this with you? I must be getting desperate. Of course, I want to be on better terms with Gloria, but she drew the line a long time ago. I may not be as clever or as beautiful as Mom or Gloria, but I'm not naive. People don't just change. They'll remain cruel as long as it benefits them. It's such a sad outlook on life. It must have been really hard for you growing up. Oh, please. I don't need anything from the pity party, especially not from you. Life is horrid, and no amount of sweet words would change that. Now, let's go get dinner ready before we get in trouble. It'll be nice having someone helping me with dinner for once. Hurry up and take out all the ingredients we're going to need. Why me? Isn't it obvious? I hardly step foot in the place, so naturally I don't know where anything is. Maybe you should cook your own food for once. Naturally, that doesn't mean you can't help me with the preparation though. I don't really have a choice in the matter, do I? There's no way you can prepare dinner in 2 hours alone. I'll be in just as much trouble as you if it's not done. Mother isn't forgiving towards anyone. I figured that much out myself. Now, here are all the ingredients. Ugh! The stench is unbelievable. Are they rotting or something? No, this is just how vegetables smell. They do grow in the soil, you know. Sure, but I can't believe you actually live with this odor. But sometimes you must feel like a rather large carrot yourself. Or beetroot, maybe. That's very funny, Sophia. Besides, it wasn't exactly my own choice to move in here. I used to have a proper bedroom before Gloria took it. Of course. How could I forget? Still, you should be grateful. They say that harsh conditions help to build character. You're bound to become a diamond here, while poor Gloria softens with every passing hour. Can't you give me a break for once? If that's how it's going to look, I prefer to risk Hermosa's anger and prepare the dinner alone. Oh, fine. Don't be so uptight. Sis, one Gloria in this house is one too many. So, what was it like before we moved in with you anyway? How should I respond? Why do you care, or should we tell her? We'll go and tell her. Do you really want to know? Of course. We've got to talk about something, or else it'll be awfully dull in here. You can't just admit that you're actually interested in my life. Well, if you must know, the moment we started talking, I decided it's better to imagine you're a character from some bad romance novel. It's much less personal like that. You're such a darling sometimes. She is a darling. She's adorable. I want her to be my waifu. I know, right? I may not be the worst or the best in the family, but you can't accuse me of lacking creativity. But let's get back to that book you're in. Well, life was different when Father was still alive. More carefree, although I suppose that's how childhood is. Father always had a way with kids. I think he was rather a big child himself, always dreaming. I loved it back then. I see. How do you feel about it now? It was suffocating. No. I think we'll end it here, guys. Anyway, this has been Larry. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay frosty.